Though green summer fade and winter draw near, my Lord, in your presence I live without fear. Through tempests, through snows, through turbulent tide, the touch of your hand is my strength and my guide. I ask for no riches that death can destroy. I crave only thee, your love and your joy. I ask for no riches that death can destroy. I crave only thee, your love and your joy. The dancers will pass, the singing must end. I welcome the darkness with you for my friend.
Choir can sing that song too.
Yeah, it's a joy to sing with the two of you. And it's a joy to be here. We actually came on vacation in Chennai, you know, maybe that, but we came to visit also our dear friend, Dharmina Dharmaraj. Naya Swami Dharmina Dharmaraj. But since we were not in Gurgaon, there were no Naya Swami yet at that point. So we're still keeping the old title. And see, but you know, it's a joy to be here also because of the opportunity we have to meet each of you. I feel that that's very important that we have this opportunity, because when we meet friends like you that are master devotee, it's an opportunity to share the friendship in God and Guru. That's the most important thing. Vacation is important, but when we have this opportunity, our spirit right away is lift up. Everything is perfect after that. So meditating with you tonight was just beautiful. Just be able to relax in this friendship and deep meditation. And I want to ask you a question. How many of you are Kriyaban here? Ah, most of you. Great. So other people maybe is on the way to become. And so I believe that is what we have is something beautiful and great. And you're living here in India, we are living in another country, but Ananda is so vast, as you probably begin to know. Is part of the world. And it doesn't really matter where you live. It's a connection of soul. And that's what I feel coming here in India. It's just connected with soul. Well, not so much with people, with personality. I look into your eyes and I feel the light the Master transmitting in you, in each of us, and through us, spreading out in the world. When you live with other people, when you work with other people. And they're using us as a channel, because they are no more here, and so they have to use other instruments to carry on this message. Tonight I would like to speak a little bit about my experience with Ananda, and with how I met Ananda first, and how I met Swami Kriyananda. And I hope that will be inspiring also for you, because each story is a little different, but in some ways similar. You know, we carry this memory, and when we think about it, we feel how blessed I was to be able to carry forward this teaching, this great teaching. It started many years ago, and as a young man, I was always interested in yoga. So I have some Indian samskar, I'm sure. And I was interested in yoga, and I finished high school. I went to work. The first thing I wanted to do is to go to yoga classes, and that I did in my own town. And at a certain point in this yoga school, I was beginning to read also books of yoga, and read Autobiography of the Yogi, and a few other books. Somebody introduced me about books of Swami Kriyananda that we have in Italian at that time. And in the bulletin board of our school, there was a message and say, yoga retreat. It was in the summer and time of vacation, so I could be taking time off from work and go on vacation. And the bulletin was yoga retreat in the Alps near a town in Genoa. I don't know if you know this town in Italy. And with Paramahansa Yogananda devotee. I look at this word Paramahansa Yogananda, I thought, oh, I read the book. Let's go there. And so these people introduced me to Swami Kriyananda, because they went to Ananda village in California, and they have already a direct experience of what Ananda was. And they told me, I will stay there for a few days, and they told me, when Swamiji will come to Italy and to do conferences here, when he comes, I will call you. And so it was. They called me up, said, Swami Kriyananda is coming to Pisa. I don't know if you know this, I'm talking about the geography of Italy now. Pisa is famous, relatively famous, because of the Leaning Tower. We have a tower, a marble tower, very big and heavy, built many centuries ago, that is leaning and never fell down. So many people, tourists come and follow. And as Swamiji did that conference, I remember, just in a hotel, 100 meters from the Leaning Tower, so it was easy to find the place. And that was the first meeting that I first met Swamiji. Swamiji at that time was speaking already a little bit of Italian. He was already coming and doing some program in Italy from some year. It was around 1981. And I remember that evening he spoke about meditation. He led a guided meditation and visualization with a pranayam for all of us. And then he spoke about Master, how Master came and influenced whatever he was doing in Ananda. At the end, he put up a slideshow of Ananda village. So we get to see Ananda village, like, wonderful. And I was very shy. After we finished the program, I didn't want to really, many people went to him. And I was a little bit shy and I didn't know what to do, what to say. But I find the strength to go to him and I said, "Sir, I really like very much the slideshow that you present of Ananda. I really would like to come and to see. I would like to come to Ananda." That's what I say to him. And it was like here and there. I said, look at my eyes, say, come, you should come. And that was it. He was always encouraging, always enthusiastic. It's his nature, that. But many years passed after that. And friends of Community Ananda was not started yet. It started a few years later. I went back to work. And then finally, after a few years, I get the notice that Ananda was starting a community up North Italy. I'm also from North Italy. My hometown is from North Italy. So one day, was at the end of November, we decided, with a friend, I went to see this place. And Swamiji also was there with a group of Americans. They were just coming for a pilgrimage from Holy Land and sacred place of Israel. And they also visit some place in Italy, Assisi. And they came to this retreat center that was just started a few 2 years earlier. And so that was a weekend program, but it touched me so much, and it was a time for changing my life. And so after a month, I left a little bit of my job, and I decided to move to Ananda. And that was a big change. Ananda at the beginning was basically a few people coming from America. The Swamiji said, well, you should stay in Italy. You should stay in Italy and share your friendship, share the teaching that you know. Be friends with people, and they will be interested in what you have to give. I was one of the first one in Italy to come, and one of the first to decide to stay. And at the beginning I didn't know English very much. I studied English at school, but I didn't speak. I forgot after working, I didn't practice. I remember a little bit more of the French language than the English language. And a little bit difficult at the beginning to communicate. They didn't speak Italian. They were speaking only English. I didn't speak English. I was just trying to get... I remember a class on recitation exercise that Ram gave, and it was just by gesture. I picked up his movement. I couldn't, but you know, I felt so much connected with the heart, but difficult in the communication, and it was a matter of time. Later, I learned more English, I learned more Italian, and then it took a little bit more time. But there was an experience that at the beginning, what I was connected most with them was not about what they have to say, about what the simplicity in the heart and what they were doing. The meditation that they were practicing, the yoga, that kind of things attract me most, to be in that kind of group. Not so much what they say, the vibration I felt. And that attracted me to Ananda at the beginning. And I don't know about you, but basically there is a subtle energy that Yogananda transmits, and we pick it up. Like Bhagavad Gita said, all the devotees of Krishna are like Krishna. You know, it's just you're similar because as more you begin to practice this teaching that come from the Guru, you become in tune and you transmit the same vibration and the same energy. And you feel comfortable with that because it's not the first time we met our Guru. You know, you know that in this lifetime we recognize him. It's not in the physical body, but we feel connected in our heart. And so that is what Ananda basically is a place that allowed us to spend our search for God in company with other people. Without that, it's more difficult to tune into the ray. When you have other people help to become more stronger in ourselves. We magnetize ourselves. With the energy that we pick up from others around us, we magnetize more ourselves. It's like basically the Guru present through thousands of people around us. No? The Guru is not incarnated at the moment, but he's incarnated in each of us. And he transmits a little bit of his power, his magnetism in each of us. And all together, all grouping together, we manifest again the same power. But we have to be working together, meditating together to transmit that power. Because otherwise, individually, we are not that important, and we cannot do it in the same way. Actually, we risk that we separate ourselves from others. We become a little bit more ourselves, our ego, and that is not what the Master came to teach us. I would like to read a quote from this book because in talking about Ananda and talking about Swamiji's lives and what he had done, I think it's important to understand what really Master, the principal Master brought with this teaching. I would like to read a quote from Master from this book. It's a simple quote. Master said, "Band together in spiritual community." He often urged his audiences, pursue life for service to God and divine meditation. That is the way to inner peace and harmony. What more you can want from life? Pool your resources. Keep all your essential activity in one place. Job, home, place of worship, and school for teaching children how to live principles. This is a way of life will give you everything you need. Peace of mind, inner freedom, and above all, happiness. And it's true. This is when I read this, I say, well, it's perfect expressing what Ananda is, a place that we can really share friendship and be like in a family, a spiritual family of soul. And it's more important to have that connection that try to see in the world what we can do. If we can keep ourselves strongly in our spiritual life, then in the world everything will come. What we have to do in the world will be accomplished more in this way, in harmony, in happiness, in in the real way that we were looking for. Otherwise, we'll never find that quality. Huh? And so this is a little bit of my experience. I would like to ask Gitanjali to speak more about what her experience is.